Good evening, everybody. It's the Hard Rock and Country Show.
But we're in the country.
We're in my creek.
We're in your creek, yes.
The creek that never has water.
Yes, but it does have lots of rocks. You know that?
A whole lot. Just no geodes, though, unfortunately.
Really? Hey, machete fell over.
You and that dang machete. See,
Machete.
folks, we ain't even got 30 seconds.
Machete.
Get that stupid thing back.
Machete.
You're scaring me. My leg is right there.
You know,
Are you done?
the Bible says 365 times, do not fear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do not
There's
fear.
also 365 days in the year.
Yep, so there's
Every day I've got to fear not. Fear not.
That is
But
exactly
being around
true.
you causes some fear and anxiety. You know what anxiety and fear is? Hanging out with you.
They make pills for things like that.
I don't take pills.
I
drink tea.
You drink lots of tea.
I do. Where's my tea at? I need a tea assistant.
Folks, he needs a lot of things. I don't know about tea assistants, but we're back in your creek, Hard Rock. We're back in your creek.
The dry creek.
And it's actually really beautiful out here. It's really, really beautiful out here.
Some of these leaves are like big enough you could use for butt wipe.
Yep. That's always key when you're out in the woods.
Yep.
It's always key to find
Where's a good leaf?
to find the biggest leaves. Back home we
And a
used to
thick
have
one.
Yes. We used to have basswood trees and they'd have big old leaves on
Those
them.
things are huge.
Yes. They're awesome. Those are what you want to
But
find.
you know, again, we've talked about this before. The number 2 paper was the most important paper in an epidemic.
It is true.
Everybody
is true.
freaked out, bought all the TP up.
And some of that was you, wasn't it?
Nope,
How many cases did you have on hand?
barely enough, because my wife kept using it for the rock shop. See, we use a lot of one ply to wrap our elegantly super fragile stuff first before multiple layers of foam and bubble wrap and then newspaper and then tape.
One ply? Oh boy, you can't use one ply.
Well, it doesn't crunch as much,
Oh.
so it really, the girls say it's better.
It's definitely not better for what's important.
Well, for what it was created for, right.
So,
4-ply is the best.
yes. So let's get off the toilet paper topic, 'cause that's a really crappy topic to be
Then
talking
just so
about.
y'all know, there
But-
is no matter of fact, we were talking about really serious stuff before we hit record. So how do we end up on toilet paper?
I don't know, but
I don't
we
even
need
know
to,
yet.
We
Do you
need
know?
to. We need
What?
to.
What is up with the flashlight?
I got my wife a new flashlight, so she doesn't get lost in the dark.
But it is the middle of the day in the woods.
It's got this cool feature.
God darn! Son, now you put that up.
It's a cigarette lighter.
That is a taser. Good night. I'm scared to sit down. Here, let me hold that machete. If you get that back out, I'm gonna whoop you.
Hey, if
Yeah,
I
Nope.
tase that handle, would it come through the screws?
Yeah,
You sure?
it's gonna hurt.
No, I got my wife this new
I
flashlight.
do not.
And
Nope.
and
Stop.
And she can see in the dark now, and she can light things on fire too. I've been wanting to try that.
Man.
You okay there, Hard Rock?
See, I just talked about being around you causes some anxiety and fear.
So I tell you what, that sure was entertaining when I did that behind her one time, and I came up and did that.
You did not. You didn't taser, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm not that stupid yet.
Oh my gosh.
So, do you remember the day Zeke and I were talking about this, and you remember the day of the disposable cameras? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying to breathe.
Remember the disposable cameras?
Yeah.
Did you ever take them apart and take the flash, and you could walk up to somebody and touch them, and it would give them electric? It was like a miniature taser. Did you ever do that?
Did not know that was a thing. But
Oh,
I'm sure
man.
you did. I am
back-
positive in my mind, if you're talking about this, you have done that to some poor soul. Right? Am I right?
There was years ago that we did a lot of stupid things in our younger days, but you never
You're
did any
not
stupid
that
things.
old.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it still gives a lot of life. I would have
I
felt
think we
bad
need-
because I would have had to get your butt in that side by side, and that's a lot of weight. The side by side's heavy. I'm just saying that. I would have had to get you up in that thing, or just tied a rope around your foot and dragged you back. I'm just throwing out these different things we'd have to look at. You know, we can't take very much time in this because I got a real important meeting to get back to.
Yep.
We got a union meeting here in a little bit.
We've decided that we're going to shorten this down to approximately 15 minutes. Because people say it's too long.
To get to the union meeting?
What are you? We're not union.
No, you're not, because you're the boss. But we're having a union meeting, and we're really particular about things like maternity leave and spa vacation.
Just because I look pregnant doesn't mean I'm carrying a baby in there.
Paid spa vacations with those hot oil rock massages where they heat the rocks up.
Okay, I'll go get some 1540 out of my excavator right out of the when I turn the motor off, and I'll throw you down and throw that rock on top of it and pour some oil on you.
No, the rocks has to be warmed up. Just to
that
like
motor oil, it'll warm it up real fast.
And
pulling that right out of the excavator after I turn it off, I'm sure it's 210 degrees.
Well, it's got to be just the right relaxation temperature. And you got to have...
Just think, after you catch your breath... Kids, we're trained professionals. Do not try to attempt this at home.
No.
Just think, after you catch your breath and all the blisters go away, how much more you'll feel relaxed from the pain going away.
That is true, when the blisters go away.
Yep.
So I
do not attempt this at home.
I bought a bunch of WD-40.
We're trained professional idiots. I mean, great people.
I bought WD-40 because it said it loosens up squeaky joints and stuck joints. And I was spraying my knees and spraying my back with it, and it didn't do anything but burn. Really didn't help at all. Waste of stuff. So, I thought about becoming a implement dealer. You know, these big tractor dealerships. You know, they do a lot of business, and I thought about, you know, when I grow up, I want to be an implement dealer.
When you what?
When I grow up. And, you know, the key to a business is honesty and sincerity. And, you know, I want to be...
The things you say that make me have a hard time concentrating.
And I want to be one of those honest dealers. And I want to stand behind my equipment, you know? Isn't that what everybody wants, is somebody that stands behind their equipment?
Just walk to the back.
I just won't stand behind my manure spreaders.
Okay. Yep, that was a pretty good one. If you guys think that was a good joke, I just dare you to say, good job, Shelby, in a comment.
So, we had Geode Fest this last weekend.
Woohoo!
And, hey, can I have my machete back?
I kind of like that. I'm propping myself up.
See, I told you
way,
you'd like that.
If the bobcat that's got a den right up there, comes out.
I'll shine him with my flashlight.
See, you've got
I'll shine him with my flashlight.
I can reach out further.
See, I'll shine him with my
flashlight.
flashlight.
Get that away from me. Do not. Well, I got some good news.
Do you?
Yep. You know, my oldest...
You guys having another child?
Good. You're going to give me competitions.
All right, so your good news.
I was talking about my oldest daughter.
Okay, your oldest daughter.
She lives in Tampa. She weathered the storm good. They're all good.
Yep. I saw that they had some storm down there.
Yep.
They have any flooding?
No, the bay went dry.
Sucked all the water out.
Yep. But I'm worried about them. See, they're supposed to fly out Saturday for Portugal to get married.
Portugal.
And the Tampa flights have been canceled.
Yep.
But this is only Wednesday, and they knew Monday it was canceled, so they've got time to reroute, pending flooding.
Mm-hmm.
They've got it though.
Okay.
They're very young enough they can get on that interweb and go and click click.
That was the tone of dial-up back in the 90s.
I know. I had to listen to it a lot.
Yeah.
See, when I was mayor, almost everything was done on the interweb.
Interweb.
Everything was filed on the interweb. And we had to dial up internet. You listen to that a lot.
Yes, I'm
and
sure.
That annoying ding ding it would make. Oh my gosh.
All right, so on the bay being dried up.
The bay being we're like the creek that's never got water.
Out there in Nevada. They I think it's Nevada, right? With Lake Mead.
It's gone.
And the lake's been drying up.
Is it gone?
Well,
I thought it was out of water.
It's down quite a bit, and it's really remarkable. So they've been finding these barrels with dead bodies in them.
Yeah, I heard
And
that.
so the news article, some poor sap wrote this in a news article, and he said it's still yet to be determined if these were accidental deaths or homicides.
Oh, Lord Jesus, you can't
And-
teach common sense.
And we live in a world where
Maybe he was afraid if he said that they were dumped illegal bodies, maybe like the mafia would come after him.
well,
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt he was protecting his back.
the mafia's never really cared about people knowing. I mean, they just don't want to know who and
What
why
if
and
their
where.
fingerprints are on it?
You know, with that much rust,
I'm just saying. Maybe it was like from 6 months ago.
I
I
heard
mean,
the
you got
story
to think
about
at
these.
you got to look at the big picture.
I heard, well, yeah.
Okay.
I heard about these two mob hitmen. They were walking in the dark, and they're
I
probably
think-
walking down this
I
creek one
think-
time.
We got
And
like
in the
1,000
night-
birds above us. Do you hear that?
I do, but these
Listen,
two.
listen.
I'm telling a story.
I was watching that leaf fall.
I'm telling a story.
Okay.
So these two mob hitmen walking through the woods, probably through these woods right here in the
Yeah.
dark. It's really dark out here at night, and the one says,
You're
"Man,
kidding me.
man, it's kind of creepy out here late at night." And the other one said, "Yeah, you're telling me I got to walk back by myself."
Bada bing.
So,
So what do you got lined up?
oh,
Hey, we got the breakfast
ooh, yes.
Saturday morning.
Woo.
There'll be biscuits and gravy and bacon.
And
Lots of bacon.
Mr. Hard Rock here is making the gravy, so you got to
You
come
know,
out and enjoy
it's
that.
like one of the few things I don't cook worth a hoot.
I know, but
Biscuits and gravy and corn or soup, beans, and ham have been like my
arch enemy.
yes.
Okay. Well,
I've got many a tales,
practice makes
many a
perfect.
bad tales about beans and ham. Many a runt meals.
Many runt meals.
Runt.
Okay. Well, practice makes
Runt.
perfect, folks. You men, come on out for the men's breakfast. It is a men's breakfast. We're not trying to be sexist in any
No, because
fashion.
the girls get next week.
The women get next week, and so they're
I
very
bet you
happy.
they don't eat bacon and biscuits and gravy.
No, they eat casseroles. They make these awesome
Quiche.
casseroles. Quiche casseroles, healthy casseroles.
I like quiche though, but I like eggs.
And
I'm kind of mad.
the women at the church are sometimes happy to get rid of their men for a morning, and sometimes they're happy the next weekend to leave their men for a morning. And remember last week we talked about how I told you I asked my wife what she would do if I won the lottery, and she said she'd take half it and leave. And I said, well, I won $12. Here's $6. Stay in touch. She came back. She spent that $6 and came back. So, yeah, the dog missed her. I missed her. Kids
Tell
were,
the truth.
Kids
She
were
went.
really happy.
She went to a women's retreat.
She did. She did. She came
Her
back.
and the girls, and they rode horses.
They did. They had a great time, and they had an
And
awesome time.
we ate ribeyes.
And I got in trouble. I got in trouble. They said,
Did you tell her we ate ribeyes?
no.
She knows now.
No.
We fired up the grill. We got some pork steaks
Okay,
and some
the
ribeyes.
we in there is not exactly correct.
I bought it. You cooked
I
it.
asked him to watch it for 2 seconds so I could run
I had a
and
customer.
check on something. And I
It
come
was
back and
Geode Fest
there's
weekend.
flames everywhere.
It was
Uh-oh.
on fire.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Timer.
Woody, it's time for my union meeting. I got to get back from my union meeting.
I
We
was
got
having
maternity
fun.
leave, and we got hot oil massage, vacation,
I
paid
told you.
vacations.
That 1540, some of these pebbles on the ground
Paid-
will work good.
Paid, I want them polished.
I'll get that 300-pound rock right there. Lay that on your back with the loader.
I want them polished.
Oh, I could polish that.
So,
trust me.
so we, the
We
women
need
had
to
a
wrap
great time.
this up. We
Well,
had a
yeah,
timer set
yeah.
for a reason.
But I got to tell you, so I got in trouble. I made a comment about the women's retreat,
Okay.
and they said it was a real quiet weekend.
Uh-huh.
And
It
I
probably
said,
was.
I said, how is that possible with 75 women? I got in trouble.
I'm glad you said it, not me. But on a better note,
Do you want to take this home and show your wife?
no.
She'd
She would
use-
just shoot me.
She'd use it on you.
No, she'd just pull out a real gun and shoot me. And then go buy pigs and feed them to me.
Your wife is so sweet. Don't make her out to be some scary person. She's really, really deep down
I do sleep
inside.
with an eye open sometimes.
Deep down inside, that's because you got a twitch.
No.
Deep down inside, she's really, really sweet. But yeah, folks, we got to wrap this up.
Are you done talking yet?
I think I'm going to drive on the way back because Woody nearly killed me on the way out here. And he says my driving's bad. I showed up and he was buried, stuck.
I hit a sinkhole.
Oh, yeah, you hit a sinkhole, all right.
That was
So-
kind of scary. I thought I was going to flip.
Oh, mercy.
You know what was funny? We just talked about sinkholes on this property like a week ago, somebody. We had this big conversation about it. And I was thinking, you know, it's been like 2 years since we've had a bad sinkhole on this property. Because we've had some pretty nasty ones. That's what I get from talking.
Oh, man. You
I
know,
had
next...
24 5-gallon buckets full of geodes in the front scoop of my end loader, and I had it in 2-wheel drive. And I hit that little bit of a sinkhole, and it just sucked in the whole front end and spun it around, and off we went. Into the fence.
Sucked in, you like fat guy sucks in bacon at a buffet.
We got to wrap this up. We're,
All right,
see,
right,
we were
folks.
like, we're going to do good. We're going to keep it
Folks.
15 minutes.
Folks, we are signing off. Next time we will talk about sinkholes more in depth because there's some really cool things
We'll
we talk
forget.
about sinkholes.
We'll
Nope.
forget.
Nope, we'll make note of it. So you guys take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. And I'm Cowboy Country Preacher. I
were.
squirreled for a minute there.
Steve Woodruff, Hard Rock Miner. Rock on, y'all.
Machete.